So I was playing two of the Teddy Floppy Ear games. They're budget titles based on a cartoon called, it's Polish. The games aren't very good, but they got me thinking about video games designed for children. More specifically, they made me wonder what kind of video games my kids will play. Once I have kids, that is. Growing up, I had the benefit of owning some phenomenal titles. Super Mario Sunshine, Spider-Man 2, and LEGO Star Wars being just a few of them, which is why I care about this sort of thing. In my opinion, our kids deserve the best, and I don't mean parents should spend everything on their children. I mean that media aimed at younger audiences should be some of the best there is, period. Even if they have their missteps, Nintendo exemplifies this with their consistently high-quality releases that everyone can enjoy. Traveler's Tales is another developer that I have tremendous respect for, though I wish they did something outside of the LEGO brand because there aren't many big names working on E and E10+ rated titles, and that concerns me. There will always be creative, unique games being released, but discoverability is becoming a problem. Super Mario Odyssey is worth playing, no question. Both parents and their children can agree on that, but what about Wuppo? I love Minecraft and Rocket League and Stardew Valley, but I want more games to point parents towards when they're looking for birthday presents. Dozens of great indie titles have been released over the past few years, but without backing from one of the big publishers, only a handful of them will ever find their way into the hands of the average 8-year-old. This is even more of a problem on mobile devices. There's no shortage of good mobile games, but half of them are buried under clones of Clash of Clans and Candy Crush Saga. I have no problem with these games or their clones, but 20 years from now, I wonder if they'll be considered classics or just things that we did to kill a few minutes. Because if that's the case, I hope my kids do more than kill time. I hope they go on adventures and solve mysteries and fight epic battles and do amazing things, and I hope there are more developers who present them with those opportunities. Creators of any type of media, not only games, have the chance to take part in someone's childhood when they release their creation to the world. That's not something to be squandered. There aren't many people who set out to make bland, forgettable titles like the Teddy Floppy Ear games, but it still happens. It's unavoidable. I'd just like to see it happen less because I want video games to be memorable. Saying something is forgettable is, in my opinion, one of the harshest criticisms there is. Any time spent watching a forgettable movie or reading a forgettable book is essentially time wasted, and the same goes for forgettable video games. Once it's over, there's nothing to take away from the experience. Someone may call me out for being unrealistic here, but the time kids spend in front of a screen should never be time wasted, not if we can prevent it. Even if it's a singular moment, a good joke, a surprising twist, a clever puzzle, anything, there should be a moment that sticks with them years after they set down the controller. Not every game can be a masterpiece, but they can be memorable, creative, interesting, and worth playing. It's not like I can recall every game I played when I was a kid, but I remember the ones that moved me. The ones that did something I'd never seen before, that did more than I ever realized video games could do. Although some of them are deeply flawed, they still influenced my tastes and piqued my interest. They mean something to me, and to a lot of other people, and more than anything, I hope that the video games our kids will play mean something to them.